This looks like a tablet, but it works just like a PC. This is the new Brave Ark tablet. This switches from a touch-first tablet into a full desktop experience, and that changes everything. This also features the biggest battery I've ever seen in this segment, 14,550 mAh, and that's not a typo. But after a couple of weeks, I realized that the battery isn't really the wildest part. So if you're a student or a creator who wants a device that actually adapts to you, then you are at the right place. I'm Prithviraj, and let's see if the Brave Ark tablet lives up to its hype. Let's start with the unboxing experience itself. The packaging itself feels premium. We get this huge silver box and I really like that. Alright, at Rs 34,999, we are getting the tablet along with its case as well as the stylus right out of the box. But this is where it gets interesting. At 38,999, we are getting a keyboard as well. So right from day one, you're getting everything you need to stay productive. Speaking of the tablet itself, it's just 7.6mm thin. This is genuinely one of the sleekest tablet I've ever held. And what's crazy is the battery, the 14,550 mAh battery. For context, the OnePlus Pad Go 2 features a 10,050 mAh battery. The Lenovo IdeaTab Pro has 10,200 mAh battery. And the Xiaomi Pad 7 comes in just 8,850 mAh battery. And as you can see, Brave simply went all in on the battery. On a typical day, you can use it for about 3 hours of note-taking during lectures with the keyboard and the stylus, another 2 hours of video playback, and even an hour of gaming and some browsing. And by the end of the day, you will still have about 45 to 50% battery left. That's pretty insane. The build quality feels solid, it has a metal unibody, and while there is no IP rating at this price, it does not feel cheap. The front camera sits on the horizontal bezel, which is perfect for video calls when you are using it in landscape with the keyboard attached. They have quite a distinguished logo placement on the back. It genuinely feels like Brave designed this to be a complete system and not just a tablet with accessories that you could buy separately. Now let's talk about the star of the show, and that is the display. It features a 12.95-inch display with a 2.8K resolution along with a refresh rate of 144Hz. This is a bigger display than most of its competitors at this price point, and the 144Hz refresh rate makes everything feel incredibly smooth. Scrolling through apps, switching between windows in PC mode, even just swiping through photos, it all feels responsive and fluid. The text looks sharp, colors are vibrant, so if you're watching my videos on YouTube or editing documents perhaps, everything will look crisp. It also comes in at a peak brightness of 700 nits, and the contrast and the color accuracy are genuinely impressive. Now here's where the things get interesting. Unlike the OnePlus Pad Go 2 with its 7:5 aspect ratio that gives you thick black bars when watching videos, the Brave Ark's aspect ratio is more traditional, so your content will fill the display properly. Movies and YouTube videos look great and making the viewing experience even better. And then there is the audio. Brave didn't really hold back here. You get 8 speakers. This is genuinely the best sounding and the loudest tablet that I've ever tested on this price point. The bass segment has that richness and the mids are clear, and like I said, it gets impressively loud without distorting. The audio experience is shockingly good, hence the overall media consumption experience on this device genuinely feels premium. And also please consider hitting that subscribe button if you're finding this video helpful, and I'll keep creating more such videos. Now let's get into the business end of this tablet and let's talk performance. The Brave Ark is powered by the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 chipset paired with 12 gigs of RAM. Also comes at 256 gigs of storage. Apps launch instantly, multitasking is seamless, and everything feels responsive. I threw everything at this tablet, editing videos in apps like LumaFusion, running multiple apps in split screen, and it handled all of that pretty nicely. Here are the benchmarks on Geekbench in case you'd be interested in that. But here's where Brave Ark really separates itself from regular tablets, and that is the software optimization and its PC mode. Software is often the part where many tablets completely fall apart, but the Brave Ark runs Android 15 out of the box, and Brave promises 3 years of Android updates, and that's genuinely impressive for a mid-premium tablet and shows long-term commitment to the product. The software experience is clean, there's minimal bloatware, and what you get feels thoroughly integrated. The PC mode is an Android desktop-like experience that turns your tablet into something that feels closer to a laptop. Connect the keyboard and you get a taskbar at the bottom, floating windows that you can resize and move around, and a familiar desktop workflow. For someone like me who needs to switch from taking notes, referencing documents, and editing scripts, this mode is a game changer. The keyboard itself deserves its own mention. This is the only backlit Bluetooth keyboard I've seen bundled with an Android tablet at this price. The keys have good travel, typing feels comfortable even during long sessions, and the backlight is genuinely useful, especially when you're working in dim environments. It has dual connectivity options and just feels well built. For gaming, I tested out casual titles as well as demanding ones. Aspal, BGMI, COD mobile, all ran smoothly at high settings with stable frame rates. Didn't really face any issues, and the overall gaming experience was great. Wuthering waves worked well at high settings too, with minor frame drops at intense scenes, but that's more on the game engine. It's really weird, to be honest. Here's the gaming benchmarks on 3D Mark, and as you can see, the performance was stable even after high stress and the high graphics loops of 3D Mark. Now let's talk about the Brave Ark Pen. This is a USI 2.0 active stylus with pressure sensitivity and tilt support. It runs 20 hours on a single charge, and you can charge it via the Type-C cable that you get out of the box. The stylus feels comfortable to hold, and the writing experience is genuinely good. Palm rejection works well, pressure sensitivity is accurate, and for taking notes during lectures or sketching out ideas, it will just get the job done. I tested apps like Notewise, Nemo and the rest, and the latency is low enough that it feels natural. The strokes really feel precise, thus you will have a great time taking notes on this tablet. Is this as good as the Apple Pencil Pro? Of course not, but for the price, and especially considering that it's included out of the box, it is a very capable stylus. If you're a student who needs to take handwritten notes or someone who is getting started into digital art, you will be really happy with this one. And the giant display offers a lot of screen real estate, hence for productivity tasks as well as note-taking, this is really a joy to use. One particular feature that I liked is the customization options of the Brave Ark Pen app. You can set up shortcuts, customize tools, and configure the stylus to work exactly how you want it to. It has 20 plus stylus toolbox options. It shows that Brave has put a lot of thought into making this a complete productivity tool and not just a tablet with a stylus thrown in. This is the kind of software optimization that creates a real world difference. Now, how does the Brave Ark stack up against its competition? As there are a lot of options at this segment, and most of them are established players. So this is where things get interesting. I tested this out against the OnePlus Pad Go 2, the Lenovo IdeaTab Pro, and the Xiaomi Pad 7. And here is a quick breakdown. OnePlus Pad Go 2 is great for media consumption, good 120Hz display, decent performance with the Dimensity 7300 Ultra chipset, but that 7:5 aspect ratio isn't really for everyone, as you will get thicker black bars while watching movies and videos. The Xiaomi Pad 7 features a powerful Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 chipset, excellent 144Hz display at 800 nits, but smaller 8850 mAh battery, hence you'll have to charge it daily. The Lenovo IdeaTab Pro is a solid all-rounder, but the Dimensity 8300 chipset is less powerful, and at only 400 nits of brightness, this display really feels dim. I mentioned in the full review as well. When you add up the accessories, Brave Ark becomes one of the best complete packages. You're getting better performance than OnePlus and Lenovo, a bigger battery than everyone, and a much brighter display than Lenovo, along with more speakers than everyone and that backlit keyboard in this segment. Everything in one single box. This really makes the Brave Ark tablet a serious option if you're looking for something fresh as far as Android tablets are concerned. Also, here is a side-by-side view of all the tablets I just mentioned. Welcome to the Tablet Fest. So after spending a couple of weeks with the Brave Ark tablet, here is the bottom line. This is one of the best complete 2-in-1 package you can buy at this price range. For students, creators and young professionals, or anyone who wants a device that can genuinely replace your laptop for 80% of the task, this is an absolute steal. The 14550 mAh battery is the real hero here. This fundamentally changes how you use this device. You stop thinking about battery life and just enjoy using it for a change. Combined with the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 performance and the brilliant 144Hz 2.8K display along with the backlit keyboard, you get a device that adapts with how you work. Brave's tagline is "Do the new," and with the Ark, they are genuinely doing something different in the 2-in-1 space. So if you're a student dealing with lectures, assignments and projects, or a creator like myself who needs to sketch, edit and write, all on the same device, then this is the best option in the market right now. The Brave Ark tablet has launched exclusively on Amazon. Go check it out, the link will be in the description. So is this the Android 2-in-1 tablet that finally makes sense? For most people, absolutely yes. And if you found this review helpful, then hit that subscribe button. It genuinely helps the channel grow. And now if you would like to see the best productivity apps that will take your tablet experience to the next level, then click here on this video, and over there I've shared the best apps that will simply elevate your productivity. See you there.